It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. So march it. Accept the penalty. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Set.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up an LA first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To the air this time, Herbert. Caught out left. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll try and punch it in. Gets in. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He throws a bullet to the full extension, and he brings it in. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. They send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working inside the red zone. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Camarda on to send it away. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Gets everything he has under this throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers break the tie here in the first. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And he really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing up. Before he stopped. That one's marked as a 38-yard punt. And the Chargers will be set up with some great field position here. New set of downs for him from the 46. Lone back gets the handoff. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Good run gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you've got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Well, they had a look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Chargers take possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Tight end going in motion here. Here's 2nd and 11. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. That's intercepted near the sideline. Jacorian Bennett has it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing now, Herbert. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On first down, they'll run. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Set. Home to right.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers are on the move here. Second down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
On third down, Herbert hits his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Chargers will have a first. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, Herbert throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Dumped off to his running back. No one around, he's got space. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He rolls to his right. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
No No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They kick the running back in motion. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They are throwing it again. It's taken in by Williams. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders earn the chance to tie before halftime. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders tie this game at 21. Now Camarda on to send it away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
To throw it on first down. Getting out to his left. Cut near the goal line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. A give now from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Second and goal coming up from the 7. They send a man in motion. And on 2nd and 7. This throw is caught.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route. They get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one falls incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big plays, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. He's on the move. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first. Throwing now from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's the rookie from Auburn. And the Chargers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the 2nd half, you have all that data from the 1st half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the 2nd.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Running it now out of the gun. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. Now Herbert to throw. His running back hauls it in deep right. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. He has the touchdown. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Now Camarda on to send it away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Cut out left. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. Now a give running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. One of the tight ends motioning right. 2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. On the move, past the 40. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 29. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They bring their tight end left. Handoff now from the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. Now Camarda on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. First down, ball at the 36. Hand off to the back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first is Herbert. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Flushed out of the pocket. And that one's unsuccessful.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set.
He's got it on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, to tie this game in the fourth. So we're down to a 3-point game, and now gonna try to get it back in pursuit of a game-tying field goal. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And the defense gets there to...
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. That's 8 yards for the gain, and that narrows it to just 5 yards needed on 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps out at the 3-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Back to him on 2nd and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. Now Camarda on to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He lets one fly deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers down by 10. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Herbert to throw once more. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Let's go, let's go.
Herbert throwing again. Brought in close to the 8. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Second and 3 now. They send a receiver in motion right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. He's on the move. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
They can stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off.